someone has a heart attack, and the highest risk is found among seniors over the age of 65. It's terrifying to think about how common it is, how fast it can happen, and how most people don't even see it coming. But what if one overlooked vegetable could help save lives, especially for seniors in the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, right at the critical moment? In the United States, heart disease is the #1 killer. Of adults and seniors are hit the hardest. Many have multiple risk factors stacked against them: high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, elevated cholesterol, obesity, chronic stress, and lack of proper nutrition. A heart attack, or myocardial infarction, occurs when blood flow to the heart muscle becomes blocked. Without oxygen-rich blood, that portion of the heart begins to die within minutes. This is why the speed of response is crucial. What many people don't know is that some foods can play a dramatic role in stabilizing the body, especially one simple, affordable vegetable: beets. Beets are not just a salad garnish or side dish for a fancy meal. They contain an extraordinary concentration of nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide. This compound helps to dilate blood vessels, increase blood flow, and lower blood pressure, all key actions needed during and after a heart attack. In emergency medical science, faster blood flow and oxygen delivery to the heart can drastically reduce damage and improve recovery outcomes. Seniors across the United States are constantly being told to lower their blood pressure. But how often are they told that drinking beetroot juice could help do it naturally? Beet juice has been studied at major institutions including Johns Hopkins and the Cleveland Clinic. Researchers found that just 1 glass of beet juice a day could reduce blood pressure by 410 mmHg. That is more powerful than some low-dose medications, and without the side effects. For seniors already on multiple prescriptions in the United States healthcare system, the benefit of something natural and effective like beets becomes even more valuable. Some patients even report feeling an almost immediate sense of warmth and calm after consuming fresh beet juice, especially when taken on an empty stomach. That's nitric oxide increasing blood circulation and reducing arterial tension. Imagine a senior citizen in Florida or Texas suddenly feeling chest tightness and dizziness. Emergency services are on their way, but every minute counts. If that person had been consuming beet juice regularly, their arteries might be more flexible, blood flow more efficient, and heart muscle more protected. In some trials, seniors given concentrated beet juice showed improved endurance and heart performance during stress tests within just a few hours. This is not theory, it's measurable cardiovascular support. The same story repeats in parts of Canada and the United Kingdom, where seniors are exploring dietary ways to reduce medication dependency. In Australia, older adults in rural regions face long waits for ambulances. For them, a lifestyle built around protective vegetables like beets could make the difference between surviving and not. But it's not just about prevention. Beets contain compounds called betalains, which are powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. During and after a heart attack, inflammation skyrockets throughout the body. Betalains help neutralize the oxidative stress that damages tissues. Beets are also rich in folate, manganese, potassium, and vitamin C, key nutrients for cardiac repair and vascular health. In studies on post-heart attack patients, diets rich in beetroot led to faster stabilization of heart rhythm, less arterial stiffness, and better blood flow to the coronary arteries. Most importantly, seniors feel the difference. Many say their energy improves, their sleep gets deeper, and their recovery feels smoother. In the United States, 805,000 heart attacks happen each year, and more than 70% of them involve people over 65. Yet, hospitals almost never discuss nutritional strategies beyond salt restriction. But that's not enough. The American healthcare system, despite its technological strength, often fails to emphasize lifestyle nutrition as a frontline treatment. The food served in rehab centers, senior facilities, and even cardiac units is often loaded with ultra-processed, high-sodium junk. Patients recovering from a heart attack are given white bread, canned soups, and 0 fresh vegetables. One former patient from Chicago shared how after her heart attack, she was sent home with 9 prescriptions, but no mention of diet except avoid fats and salt. She later discovered beet juice through a friend and now drinks it every morning. Her cardiologist was shocked at the drop in her blood pressure and LDL cholesterol within 3 months. It's not just about juice. Roasted beets, beet powder, beet chips with minimal sodium, these are all accessible options. In Canada and Australia, powdered beet supplements are becoming popular among active seniors who want to keep walking, biking, and gardening well into their 70s and 80s. In the United Kingdom, heart foundations are starting to include beetroot-based recipes in their outreach programs for older adults. Why is this not the case across the United States? Because most of the system is built around medication and emergency care. Prevention gets left behind, and that needs to change. In functional cardiology circles, beetroot is being called the natural nitrate powerhouse. That title isn't just marketing hype. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults given 140 millimolars of concentrated beet juice daily for 2 weeks had significantly improved blood vessel function and reduced blood pressure. Seniors who struggle with cold hands and feet, dizziness when standing, or shortness of breath often have compromised circulation. Beetroot can provide fast, effective support. And when used long-term, it keeps the arteries flexible, which is essential for avoiding future cardiac events. A 75-year-old from Arizona reported being able to walk 3 miles again without angina pain after 2 months of beet supplementation, without changing any other medications. The beauty of beets is that they don't just support the heart, they support the entire vascular network. For seniors with comorbidities like kidney disease or type 2 diabetes, improving microvascular blood flow means better oxygen delivery to organs, faster healing, and reduced stress on the heart. The potassium in beets helps regulate fluid balance, crucial for seniors on diuretics. The folate helps reduce homocysteine levels, which are linked to arterial inflammation and heart attacks. Every compound in the beet contributes to cardiovascular repair and protection. This is why cardiologists who practice integrative medicine now recommend beetroot daily, especially to seniors with past heart issues. In places like Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, and Michigan, where heart disease rates are some of the highest in the United States, older adults are at extreme risk. Seniors who live alone or in rural areas often don't have rapid access to medical care. Something as simple as drinking beet juice in the morning and roasting fresh beets with dinner can give them the cardiovascular edge needed to survive a crisis. It doesn't replace medication or emergency care, but it supports the heart in ways drugs cannot. It strengthens the walls of the arteries, improves blood flow to the brain, and reduces the workload on the heart. It can reduce arrhythmias and improve recovery after a heart attack. That kind of natural protection is irreplaceable. 4. Those who struggle with the taste, mixing beet juice with lemon and ginger or using beet powder in smoothies is an easy fix. In Canada, many seniors blend beets with berries to create heart-friendly antioxidant drinks. The simplicity of this solution makes it even more tragic that it's not used more often. Seniors in the United States are often overwhelmed with pills and procedures but rarely given real food-based options that work. Beetroot is not a miracle, but it's as close as nature gets to one for the aging heart. There are seniors in New York, California, and Georgia right now who could live longer, stronger, healthier lives just by introducing one food into their routine. And many of them have never been told, they've never been shown the science, they've never been encouraged by their doctors to eat therapeutically. Most of the messages they receive are fear-based and pharmaceutical. And in those final seconds when the chest tightens and the breath shortens, wouldn't it be better if the heart had been nourished and strengthened for years beforehand? Why wait for the ambulance when you can start preparing your heart now? Why wait to suffer another cardiac event when one vegetable could start healing the damage today? Seniors in the United States and beyond deserve better than being handed a stack of prescriptions and a vague warning to watch their diet. They deserve specific, proven, accessible solutions that work, solutions like beetroot. Because when the heart stops, every second matters, and the best time to protect? It is now. There are seniors in Ohio, North Carolina, Arizona, and across the entire United States who are still being given statins, beta blockers, and blood thinners without a single conversation about nitric oxide, endothelial function, or how foods like beets can act as vasodilators to support the heart naturally. In many hospitals and nursing homes, seniors recovering from a heart attack are offered pancakes with syrup and sausage links for breakfast, instead of nutrient-rich, heart-supportive foods. It's not neglect by intention. It's neglect by design embedded into a healthcare system that prioritizes intervention over prevention. And when it comes to something as fatal and urgent as a heart attack, that system failure is costing lives daily. Beets are not expensive. They're not hard to find. They don't need a prescription. They can be cooked, juiced, roasted, pickled, powdered, or blended. They can be prepared once a week and stored in the fridge. They don't require a specialist, a copay, or an insurance approval. They require awareness. For many seniors in the United Kingdom and Australia who are dealing with long wait lists for cardiology consults or rehab appointments, incorporating beetroot into daily meals has been a quiet but powerful form of self-care. In Canadian rural communities where access to high-quality care is stretched thin, beetroot juice has become a regular item at community health centers, promoting heart health in the elderly. If a vegetable can increase nitric oxide, lower blood pressure, support mitochondrial function in heart cells, reduce post-attack inflammation, boost endurance, and improve arterial elasticity, all without side effects, then why isn't it part of every cardiac rehab program? Why isn't it served in hospitals alongside medication? Why are millions of seniors being discharged with zero advice on how real food can act as part of their emergency and recovery plan? Many seniors feel powerless against their diagnosis, but food is power. And for the cardiovascular system, beets are a weapon. In some cases, the only thing standing between a full-blown infarction and a manageable cardiac event is vascular flexibility, and nitric oxide production from beets can help provide that. The data is already out there. The testimonials are out there. Elderly patients in states like Missouri, Alabama, and New Jersey have shared stories about how a simple addition of beetroot lowered their systolic pressure by 15 points, reduced angina episodes, and gave them back the confidence to walk around the block without fear. Some no longer need nitroglycerin tablets as often. Others report more stable EKGs. They feel lighter, more energetic, and in control. Not because of some expensive new treatment, but because of what they chose to eat. In a healthcare system flooded with complexity, the power of simplicity is often ignored, but it shouldn't be. If you care about your heart, if you're over 60 and living in the United States or caring for someone who is, there is no valid reason not to use this information right now. There is no excuse for not buying beets, preparing them, drinking the juice, or adding the powder to smoothies daily. This is not alternative medicine. This is clinical nutrition based on solid cardiovascular science. Every heartbeat in a senior's body depends on oxygen and circulation. Every artery needs to stay flexible. Every second counts when the heart is under stress.